Conference will now be recorded.
I miss all of you. And today onwards, yeah, let's go with the next concept where we are now. Manasa, what is the last class?
I think it's field set, right, sir? Am I right?
It's over, huh? Field sets over, right? We done all the field sets? Yeah,
Yes,
that is
sir.
the last class. That is the last class, it seems. Okay, let me open folder, MERN stack. Okay, HTML. Okay, that is done. Now let's go with the CSS. Today I want to start with the CSS. So we have lot of things to discuss. HTML, the CSS, JavaScript, React, Bootstrap, Angular. Oh my God! Then Node.js, Express.js, MongoDB, and we have to do the projects. A lot of things. Yeah. So we'll implement CSS today. Select the folder CSS. Now tell me what is the meaning of CSS? What is CSS first of all? What is CSS first of all?
Cascading style sheet.
Very nice. CSS is something like cascading style sheets. Cascading style sheets. Font is okay, or can I improve the font? Cascading style sheets. And CSS is not programming. Not programming. Okay. Who is the father of CSS? Who invented CSS? Who is the mother of CSS? We don't want. We don't want all these things. Directly, let me go to the subject. Cascading style sheets. CSS is not programming. CSS is syntax. Just a syntax. Just a syntax. And why CSS basically using for? CSS using for styling pages. Style pages. Styling pages. Yeah, styling pages. Or decorate pages. Decorate pages. Or we can apply cosmetic. We can apply cosmetic changes for cosmetic changes. What is cosmetic changes? What is cosmetic? Girls tell what is cosmetics. What is cosmetics, sir? Anita, girl, Manasa, Snehita. Girls are there, na? What is cosmetics, Andy? You don't know about cosmetics, huh? Okay, fine. Cosmetic changes, okay. And something like CSS files can save with .css format. .css format. CSS files can save with .css format. Right. Very good. And how to apply CSS for HTML? How to apply CSS for HTML? There are multiple ways. There are multiple ways. The first way is inline CSS. The second way is internal CSS. Third way is external CSS. External CSS. I will show one meme actually. I just want to show one simple meme. HTML versus CSS memes images. Okay, let me search like this. There are some memes actually. Learn HTML and CSS memes. I want to see. There are some memes are there. Who is this? This is HTML. HTML is something like a skeleton, and this is having some body and all. This is a CSS. Okay, one heroine is there. I think. Oh my God, who is he? Who is she? HTML without CSS, HTML with CSS. What is happening here? Makeup, huh? Only makeup. I want this. Katrina Kaifa. Who is this guy? I don't know. Who is the name? What is the name? Anybody know?
Deepika Padukone.
Deepika. Right. I think like Katrina. Okay. Deepika also having the HTML and with HTML and CSS. Super. So some memes are there. Some memes are there. Oh, this is HTML plus CSS. Okay, good looking. And this is with the JS. JS nothing but what? Live. It can able to talk. It can able to speak. It can able to cry. It can able to smile. It means something like JavaScript. The JavaScript is soul of the page basically. Without having the JS, you cannot do anything for that. Some memes are there. Very, very nice memes. CSS was invented at HTML. Okay, funny. Okay, that is what actually the thing I want to share with you. Very beautiful memes actually. Coloring buttons and pages. Yeah. Right. Let me go. So one is the inline CSS, one is the internal CSS, one is the external CSS. Tell me about the inline CSS. Anybody? What about inline CSS? Element level CSS, element specific CSS, element specific CSS, element by element, element by element. We need to write CSS. Element by element, we need to write CSS. Like what? Like what? For example, I have the element called P, and I need to write the style attribute. In style attribute, I can give the CSS. In style attribute, I can give the CSS. There is a one more element like heading. There is a one more element like heading. Okay. H1 open, H1 close. There is a one more element. There is a one more element like form. There is a one more element like form. Okay. For form also, I need to write the CSS. Okay. Element by element means what? So every element I need to implement style attribute. For every element, I need to apply the style attribute. For every element, I need to apply the style attribute. That is what actually inline CSS is. But who will write inline CSS? Time waste process. Time waste process. Let me go forward to internal CSS. Internal CSS is page by page. For example, you have 100 pages. You have 100 pages. This time, page specific specific CSS. Page specific CSS. Page by page, we want to implement. Page by page, we want to implement CSS. It means what? For example, I have the number of pages. I have 2 pages or 3 pages here. Page 1, page 2, page 3. Page 1, page 2, page 3. For page 1, I need to add a CSS. How to add the CSS? Style tag. How to add a CSS here? Style tag. I want to add the style tag. Inside this, you can write a selectors. Inside this, you can write a selectors. Same. For the page 1, I need to write. For the page 2, I need to write. For the page 3 also, I need to write. For every page, we want to add the CSS. So previous one is what? Element by element. Element by element. In the first page, I have 1000 elements. In the second page, I have 1000 elements. 2000 times I need to write the CSS. But here, I have only 3 pages. Or I have 80 pages. 80 times you need to write the CSS. Don't waste the time. Directly, in real time, which style is preference? In real time, what is the preference is actually external style sheets. External CSS is basically preferable in real time. This is total application level CSS. Application level CSS, only one file you can create. Suppose I can create a file.css. Inside this, I can write down all the selectors, whatever the selectors needed. I can write all the selectors here. And what are the pages you can create for all the pages? For example, I have 3 pages in my application. Page 1, page 2, page 3. For all my pages, I can apply this external CSS directly. How to apply the external CSS here? There is a tag called link. There is a tag called link, relevant style sheet. Relevant style sheet. Then href is equal to, what is the file name? What is the file name, Mansa?
File.css.
Yeah, file.css. That file.css I need to apply in the href here. So the same link I need to provide for all the pages. Why? Because of that style sheet need to apply. That's all. That's all about the inline, internal, and external. Let me go with inline. I will show the inline now first. Let me create a new program and show the inline CSS. Inline CSS dot HTML. Okay. Every file is HTML file only. Why? Because this CSS is on top of the HTML, and JavaScript is on top of the HTML and CSS. React.js on top of the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. See, everything is something like a flavor. CSS is flavor of the HTML. JavaScript is the one more flavor of the HTML and CSS. React.js is the super flavor for all this HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Am I clear? Am I clear? Okay, let me go. So first one, inline CSS. Inline CSS means for every element I can write CSS, right? Even for body also. For body also I can able to implement the style. Body style, background color. Body background I want to go with Burlywood. Basically body background is white color, but I want to go for the Burlywood color. My complete body of the element. Okay, Burlywood color. Total body is actually coming with some specific color, whatever the color you want, you can get it. Then I want to write down the different elements. For example, H1. Welcome to Mohansh. Welcome to Mohansh. Okay. After that, one more thing. Welcome to MERN stack. H2. Welcome to MERN stack. Now, for this first H1, I want to implement some style. I want to implement a background color for that, black. And I want to implement the text color for that, text color or color. Text color means color only. Color, same blanch. Blancha almond. What is this? Okay, save. And again, for H2 also, I want to implement the style. Style, background color, again black. And color of the element, I can go for aqua color. Okay. Save it and execute it. Save it and execute it. Can you see? Element by element, I can able to apply the CSS, right? Element by element, you need to write a CSS. If I'm having 1000 elements, so how many times I need to write the CSS? If I am having 1000 elements, how many times I need to write CSS?
1,000 times.
Manasa, tell Manasa. 1000 elements are there. 1000 times you need to write. Okay, fine. Very good. Anita is not talking. Rajesh is not talking. Kumar is not talking. Snehita is not talking. Uday is not talking. If anybody not given email IDs, provide your email IDs here. If anybody not given email IDs, provide your email IDs. Or text your email IDs one more time. All the people text your email IDs here. Definitely today I will share the drive link. Definitely today I will share the drive link. All the classes, whatever we done so far, 4 or 5 classes we done. All the folders I will share with you. Yesterday I'm not available actually. That is the very reason yesterday I not sent. Okay. Right. Okay. So this is the way of the inline CSS. Now let me go to the internal CSS. Page by page. Internal CSS dot HTML. Okay. Let me create internal CSS. Let's go. Page by page. So this is the body, right? So for the body, I can go for the style. Wherever you want, you can keep this style tag. In the header section, you can place, or out of the HTML also you can able to place. But wherever you want, you can place it. Wherever you want, you can place it. There is no restriction. There is no restriction. Or you can keep in the header section. There is no restriction. Anywhere you want, you can place it. But I'm keeping in the body. No problem. I'm keeping in the body. Okay. First of all, what my requirement is, I need to get my body. access the body by the element name. Body background color, same. Now I am going with brown color. Body background is brown color. Now I don't have any elements, right? Let's keep some elements and update it. Okay, now first of all, body is coming. Body background color is coming. Body background color is coming. That's great. Now I want to have some elements in the body. Let me take some elements in the body. Keep these two elements. Huh? Okay, let me write down. Let me write down. H1 MERN stack. MERN stack. MERN stack. H2 Python full stack. Python full stack. Okay, H3 data science. Data science. Okay, fine. I want to have this H1 H3 H2 H3 here. Access H1 H2 H3 H1 comma H2 comma H3. Please call all the elements at the same time. This is the group selector, grouping the elements and calling it. Let's keep the similar style for all these elements. Background color black, and color for these elements. Color some color like aqua color. Aqua color. Let's go. Let's go and see how this is working. Can you see background color and colors of the elements? Am I clear, guys? Am I clear how this internal style is working? How this internal style is working? Okay. Paragraph. For paragraph also, I am applying some style. Okay. Let me apply the paragraph also. Include the paragraph in the group. Paragraph. Include the paragraph in the group. Yes. Paragraph also have the same style. Now I will do one magic. Okay. Here internal is working now. Internal style is working. Now what my requirement is for this first H1 MERN stack, I will write the inline style. I will write the inline style color aqua change to biscuit. Aqua change to biscuit. Now what is the output of the H1? What is the color of the H1 now? Biscuit or aqua? Anybody? In the element level, I am giving the color, sir. In the internal CSS, I am giving the color for the H1. H1, H2, H3, all this thing. This is working already. This is working. Aqua is working. Now I am giving the inline style for the H1 here, biscuit. What is the output you can able to imagine? Tell me what is the output? Imagine. Anita, what is the output then? Or Rajesh, Kumar, Manasa?
I think biscuit, sir.
You think biscuit?
Yeah.
Rajesh. Aqua or biscuit? Kumar, Manasa. చెప్పు మనసా నీకు వచ్చు కదా you know already HTML CSS. You tell me. Snehita.
Sir,
Snehita.
I think aqua first. Aqua
Snehita.
first.
Aqua first. Okay. Uday. All people given email ID, sir? Anybody not given? Please provide your email IDs here. Okay. Output is biscuit. Biscuit. Why? Because if inline style is there, inline style is the first preference to the browser. Element level CSS is the first preference to the browser. Okay, both are working, but the first preference to the browser is inline. If inline is not there, automatically internal will work. Am I right? If inline is not there, if biscuit is not there, this I am not giving, sir. If I am not giving this, obviously, if I am not giving this means obviously that is aqua. But if you are providing inline CSS for any element, inline is the first preference to the browser. Getting my point? Remember this point. If inline and internal for both, I am giving the same attribute like color. Okay, background color black is coming from internal only. Background color is coming from internal only. But color I am changing in the inline. Inline will go first. I'm talking about the single attribute, same attribute. Okay, now let me go with the external CSS. External CSS dot HTML. Let's have the external CSS here. External CSS. Take the elements, same elements I want to take. Same elements I want to take here. Okay, I don't want to give the inline also. Yeah. Okay. For all these elements, I want to write down the style sheet. But I don't want to write any CSS in the page. No inline, no internal. No inline, no internal. I don't want to write the CSS in the page, here in the page. Then I want to write the external file. Let me write the external file. Take the new and save it as external file.css. Whatever the name you want, you can give it. File.css. .css is mandatory here. .css is mandatory here. Okay, so take the CSS, whatever the CSS here I'm writing, the same CSS same selectors I'm taking in the file.css. Some body style changed. Some headings, some paragraphs styles changed. Now what my requirement is, I need to inject it. How to inject it here? That injection wherever you want, you can use, sir. Right? No, that is not an issue. Injection of the CSS wherever you want, you can place it. It will work out. In the head you can place, in the body you can place, out of the HTML also you can place. Okay, I will place out of the HTML. Link relevant style sheet. Then href file dot, what is the name I created? File.css. This is the injection. This is the external CSS. Injection process. External CSS injection process. Okay, I want to keep this comment. Okay. Now, can I execute this program? Both the files I need to save. File.css I need to save, and this HTML also I need to save. Okay, now I can able to execute it. Is it working or not? I'm not having any CSS content. I'm not having any CSS code in the page. But I'm writing out of the page. There is a file called file.css, and I'm writing the code, writing the selectors here, and I'm injecting here. Okay. Now what I want to do is, I will write down the internal CSS also. Okay. In internal CSS, for H1, I want to update the color. Now again, I will go for bisque. Now tell me, who is coming first? Bisque or aqua? Here aqua is working. And here bisque is working. What is the browser preference? Tell Manasa.
So I think it executed line by line. Right.
CSS works like a line by line. So aqua comes first. After that, bisque is override. So finally, bisque is the color. Okay, let me swap this. This is internal. Okay. Internal CSS. Okay, let me swap this. What is the meaning of swap? I just want to keep this content before this. Now, bisque or aqua? For H1, MERN stack in the color of bisque or aqua now. It should go with aqua. Why? Because of bisque is already given, but that is overriding with the file.css. That is overriding with the file.css. CSS working like a line by line. CSS working back like a line by line. Okay. Now the same H1, I want to update the inline also. Okay. Let me go for the color. Now there is no aqua, there is no bisque. Something like a blue violet. What is the output of the H1 browser?
Blue violet.
Yes, blue violet. See, listen one point. If inline CSS is there, it will not listen to the internal or external. Inline will go first. If inline is not there, then it will check like I want to execute the external, I want to check with the internal. What is the last line? Last line will go first browser. Last line will display to the browser. But when inline is not available. If inline is available, inline will go first. It will not listen to the any selectors. It will not listen to the internal or external. Remember this point. Very important point. Remember this point. This is a very important point. Am I clear? Am I clear?
So the browser will take the first priority to the inline, sir.
Yes. Browser will take first priority as inline. Okay. If inline is not there, okay. Suppose blue violet, I don't want to write. If inline is not there, now browser understands like what is the last line you are writing like. What is the last line? This is the last line. Last CSS will execute. Am I clear? Confusing, huh?
So last line is overrides the previous one.
Yes, exactly.
That's what you said.
Last line is overrides the previous ones.
Okay, sir.
Okay. In this case, I will do one thing. One magic I will do. This is okay, na? This is clear, huh? Here there is no doubt, na? If inline is there, inline will go. If inline is there, inline will go. If inline is not there, whatever the last line is there, that last line will go. That is also clear. Next, I will do the one more magic. There is no inline, but I have two attributes for this. One is the class, one is the ID. One is the class, one is the ID. ID is Mohansh, class is Mohansh. Mohansh. And here, Mohansh or Bunny. Let me give the Bunny. Our class is something like Mohansh and ID is Bunny. Okay. What I require is class. First of all, I want to write down ID. How to access ID? This is the way of accessing the ID. Hash Bunny. Hash Bunny, color blue violet. Hash Bunny, color blue violet. And there is a class, na? What is the class? Called Mohansh. Here I will write the class. Dot Mohansh. Dot Mohansh. I will write down the color brown, blue, violet, and brown. Okay. Okay. Now you tell me. What is the output of the H1? What is the output of the H1? I am writing the ID now. I am writing the class now. Here I am writing the class called brown. And here I am writing the ID called Bunny. I told you last line is the first execution. Inline is not there. I don't want about the inline here. Inline style I don't want. I want to check about the ID and class. Manasa, now you tell me blue violet, otherwise brown.
I think blue violet, sir.
Why? Why? Blue violet only. I told you already the last line is the first execution, but in the case of IDs it will not work out. In the case of IDs it will not work out. If ID selector is there, ID selector will go first. If ID selector is there, ID selector will go first. I will explain this in the paint. Okay, wait. Okay, so how the browser is actually listening? How the browser is listening your CSS? How the browser is listening your CSS? Browser CSS. Okay. How the browser is listening CSS? Now, what is the first priority? What is the first priority for the browser? First priority for the browser, inline. Inline. If inline is there, inline will go. If inline is there, inline will go. If inline is not there,
whichever line is the last executed line.
madam, cheppandi.
Last executed line.
Right. So if inline is not there, okay, let me write down. Okay. If inline is not there, it will go for the internal or external. It will go for the internal or external. For example, I will write down like this. Okay. If inline is not there, it will check for the internal or external. Internal. What happened? Internal and external. Okay. Here I am writing. Here I am writing external, internal. External and internal. Okay. So if inline is there, inline will go. If inline is not there, external will go. In this case, external will go. In this case, internal will go. If inline is not there, I'm talking about. If inline is not there, the last line is the first execution. But there is a priority. In the case of selectors, ID is first preference. After ID, class. After class, tag. Remember. Okay. For example, I want to tell you one thing. In internal, ID is there. In external, class is there. Then in internal, ID is there. In external, class is there. Then tell me, this will not work out. This will not work out again. It will go. If ID is there, ID will go, sir. If ID is there, ID will go. Getting my point? In the case of selectors, if selectors are not there, all these things are going to be happening with if inline is not available. If inline is there, inline will go first. If inline is there, inline will go. If inline is not there, then ID will go from the selectors, from the internal or external. Okay, now I will give you the clarity. Finally, what is the conclusion? Conclusion is simple. Browser, CSS, first priority. Finally, conclusion after the writing number of CSS, number of ways. Finally, conclusion is what? For browser, if inline is there, inline will go. If inline is not there, inline will go. Last line, first execution, that is wrong actually. That is also not work out in these cases. Finally, inline. First of all, inline. Browser first preference is inline. If inline is not there, it will check for. Now tell me the final answer, conclusion answer. Finally, conclusion. If inline is not there, it will go for selectors. Either it is external or internal. It will go for selectors then. In selectors, what is the first priority? If inline is not there, it will check anywhere ID is available. If ID is not there, it will check about the classes. If ID is not there, it will check about the class. Class also not there, it will check about the tag selector. Remember, this is a very, very important. Nobody will tell. No YouTube, nothing. In YouTube also, this kind of explanation for CSS, nobody is going to be giving to you. You watch n number of videos, but only Mohansh is going to be telling about the CSS in this kind of manner, in this kind of in-depth manner, and the tag selector. Okay, browser CSS. If inline is there, inline will go. If inline is not there, tell me, sir. Inline is not there, it will check for ID. If ID is also not there, it will check for the class. If class is also not there, it will check for the tag. Getting my point? For browser, inline first preference. After that, ID next preference. After that, class is the next preference. After that, tag is the preference. Now, in this case, whatever I am writing here, this is all nonsense. Am I right? Am I right? Confusing, huh? Topic is confusing? Please tell me, guys. Anita, Kumar, Mansa, Uday. Topic is confusion.
Sir, what is the difference between ID and class, sir?
ID is unique, ma. ID is identification. You have the other. You have other ID. Other ID. How many other IDs you have? How many other
Only
IDs?
one.
Only one. That is the priority, na? For everything, for bank accounts, for each and everything. Other is the priority, na? For your identification. After other ID, you have the n number of names. You know, Manasa. Somebody will call you different nicknames, some kind of things. That about classes. Classes are nothing but nicknames. You can have n number of nicknames. I can able to provide n number of classes for this. Okay, for this Mohansh ID is only Bunny, but class yeah, one is Mohansh, one is Pushpa, one is Pushparaj, one is OG. N number of IDs I can say. N number of classes I can say. Mohansh is one class, Pushpa is one class, Pushparaj is one class, OG is one class, but ID only Bunny. I cannot give the n number of IDs. You can refer Mohansh, you can refer Pushpa, you can refer something. Okay, one thing I want to do here. One thing I want to do here. For this, okay, I will apply this class to P paragraph X. For paragraph, I am giving class. For paragraph, I am not having any ID. Okay, for paragraph, what my requirement is, I want to update. For paragraph, I want to update the color. I want to update the background color. For paragraph, I want to update the background color means, first of all, P. I am writing P. P separately, I want to apply the background color. Background color, it's something like a green color. Green color. Okay. Now, green color paragraph, I can able to see. Now, green color paragraph, I can able to see. Let me show. Green color paragraph, green color background, I can able to see. Am I right? Green color background. Okay. This is actually tag selector. By the tag, I am selecting here. Okay. Now, by Mohansh, I can able to select again. By Mohansh class. By Mohansh class. Dot Mohansh. Update the background color. Update the background color with anti-Q white or aqua. Now, your green color override with the aqua. Why? Because of the your green color will override by the Mohansh. Can you see? Overriding or not? Green color background overriding or not? With aqua. Why? Because of next line. Okay. I will do one simple magic now. I am giving the class before. P is the next line. P is the next line. Now you tell me what is output. It is aqua or green? Ansa, Anita, Kumar, Uday.
Aqua, sir.
Hmm? Aqua or green? But I told last line is the first execution. Na?
But he also said that class is also the priority after the ID.
That's great. That's great. That's great. So here, even class in the before line, even the class in the before line, no issues. Class in the before line, not a problem. But class will work out. Okay, I need to save now. I need to save here and refresh it. Aqua. Obviously Aqua. Obviously Aqua. Okay. Now I will tell one more thing. One more magic I will show. Mohansh is there. Pushpa is there. Pushpa, spelling mistake. Huh? Pushpa. Okay. So everybody watched Pushpa, na? Okay. Come to the Pushpa here. Now dot Pushpa. Dot Pushpa. Background color red. Pushpa is always violence. Huh? So now two classes I have. One is a Mohansh, one is a Pushpa. Who is working? Okay, I don't have tag selector. I want to remove the tag selector now. Okay, I have Aqua and I have Pushpa. Okay, let me keep Pushpa before. Yeah, okay, this is okay. Mohansh and Pushpa, two classes are there. And one more class is there, Pushparaz. Let me take the Pushparaz also. Let me take the Pushparaz also. Pushparaz background color is blue. And one more class, OG. OG. No Pushpa, no Pushparaz, only OG fire. Why? Because in the classes only I'm writing. In the classes only I'm writing. I'm not taking IDs till now. I'm not taking IDs till now. I'm taking only classes. Okay. Who is fire now? Who is output now? Earlywood, huh? Earlywood is output. In the case of classes, all these are same element classes. Number of classes I given, but the last class is the first preference. Last line is the first preference. Last line is the first preference. Okay, let me go here. I give for this paragraph, there is a ID called Balaya. If I say Balaya here, ID called Balaya, Balaya come into the picture. Before the classes only, Balaya came. When Balaya came into the picture, no classes, no IDs, it will not listen to anyone. No classes, no IDs, it will not listen to anyone. Directly it will go to. Now which color will apply on the browser? Can you see? I want to save it. ID called Balaya. Any spelling mistake I given? Yeah, this is fine. Now background color I want to give like red. Okay, let me give the red. Balaya also violence, full violence. Let me go. Red only now. Can you see? In this case, now you can understand easily. In this case, you can understand easily. If ID is there, it will not listen to any classes. If ID is there, it will not listen to any classes. Am I clear? If ID is there, it will not listen to any classes. Directly ID will apply. Okay, come to the external here. And here I will tell style. Okay, inline. Here I will give inline. Style, color, background color. I'm working with background color. Background color, I can go with black. Okay, now you tell me which will apply. Inline. So the diagram you can understand now. Now this diagram you can understand. For the browser CSS, if inline is there, inline will go. I'm talking about the single attribute level. Only one attribute I'm manipulating. Only with one attribute I'm playing actually. If inline is there, inline will go. If inline is not there, it will check with the ID. ID is not there, it will check for the class. If class is not there, it will check for the tag. Now I think everybody got understand what I'm telling. Any questions so far? Anita, what is the process of browser CSS now? You tell me one by one.
First, it will check with inline.
Yes, exactly.
Inline is highly preferred. And if inline is not given ID, if ID
Yes.
is not there, it will check with class. If
Yes.
class is also not there, it will go with tag.
Very good. Very good. Kumar, now you got to understand, Kumar. Kumar, you can speak. Manasa, you can speak. Manasa, still in your confusion. Manasa, you are
No, sir,
confused.
I can understand. If we write down all the tags and ID, class, tags, so it only takes the first priority to the inline. It's not considered all about that.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what you're saying, right, sir?
exactly, exactly. It will not
So
consider any tags.
if we use all the tags in one pages also, it's considered only inline.
Yes, exactly. If inline
Okay.
is not there, if inline is not there,
It will go search for ID.
search
Then
for
ID
ID.
is not there. Then go to the class.
Ah,
Class is also not there.
hmm.
Then tags.
Tag also not there. Tag selector is also not there.
The black and white, I think.
Black and
Then
white movie.
simple
Yeah.
HTML.
Browser default, black and white movie, cinema. It's a skeleton. No CSS, no cosmetics. No CSS, no styles, no cosmetics, no colors. Just like that. Right. So this is the way of CSS, working CSS. And next Monday onwards, we have the magics like text change, text related styles, font related styles. And I want to explain all the selectors with you. And there is a concept called positions. Okay, there are a lot of things we have to discuss in the part of CSS. Just give me 3 to 4 days enough. 3 to 4 days, I will finish the CSS. Next week only, I will start the JavaScript. One by one, step by step. We need to make it finish, and we have to do the bigger project in the MERN. That is the agenda. Final agenda is we have to do the MERN project. Am I clear all these things, guys? Okay. So for understanding is okay. Just watch the video a number of times. If you have any confusions, you can able to understand this kind of situations. And please like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel, and please share this message to all your friends and all. Okay, I given one message previously. This we are going to be starting these 4 batches. Now we have this one more batch is going to be starting on November 2nd. That is my birthday gift. Actually, I'm going to be giving you people Gen AI. So please share this message with your friends. Okay, this is the batch I'm going to be starting on November 2nd. Thank you, Kumar. Time is there. Lot of. Okay, so on my birthday, I'm just giving this blockbuster gift, Gen AI. Okay, you can join and enjoy the Gen AI. Gen AI is nice. Now it is actually very interesting and tremendous in the market. Parallel, you can able to attend. That is not a big issue. You can able to parallelly attend the session for Gen AI, and please refer these batches, all the YouTube channel and these batches for your friends and colleagues. Please post in your social media. Anita, Manasa, Kumar, Uday. Post in your social media, in your personal groups and whatever. It is a good message, na? We are giving all the courses free of cost. We are not charging money from you people. Anita, you shared with your groups?
Yeah, I shared, sir.
Thank you. Kumar, you also shared. Okay. Manasa? Manasa is not
Sir,
sharing.
I
I think.
already did.
No, he
I
did not
already
share.
did, sir. Really.
Really? Okay.
I think
Okay.
they're watching YouTube videos, sir, because they're a
Okay.
lazy person.
Okay. I believe it. I believe it. Uday, just for fun, Manasa. Okay. Uday, you did? Okay. Right. So please like the video and please go through the YouTube channel and watch the number of times. If the content is not understanding, please watch number of times and write down the notes. I got a few people join in Python class as well. Yes, sure, Uday, sure. And please go ahead with watching videos and write down the notes and do practice well. Without practice, nothing will come. I'm telling you again. Without practice, you can't ride the bicycle also. Without practice, you can't bike the bike also. At the same time, without practice, you can't do anything with the laptop, with your system, with your HTML or CSS or JavaScript. Practice always needed. Number of times practice. Okay, very good.